So this is in this lecture we're going to discuss about labs, not entirely. I'm just going to give you a gist of things. Like, so from labs you can like do a lot of things. Like, you can turn ideas into complete docs, slides, dashboard, and more. You can create sub apps. You can do entire research by itself. Like, the possibilities are endless. And for the scope of this course, we are not going to test or try out labs, because at the end of the day this is a Comet course, not a Perplexity course. I'm just giving you an overview of Perplexity so that it might be helpful for you to use Comet better. And I might do a Perplexity full-fledged course, but I'm not pretty much sure of that. Like, there are already plenty of Perplexity course out there you can just watch. But so that's the gist of labs, and let's just discuss about other Perplexity features and wrap this up. So is nothing but create new thread. Like, suppose you have a query over here, and you can just create another new query, like basic one. This home, like your history of the queries you asked, and this is a discover section. I usually don't use that, but it's nothing but like you can it just aggregates the latest news for you. So let's just test this. Okay, like, these are some news you can have a read over here. Perplexity aggregates that for you. Yeah, this is pretty nice, and you can stay updated this way. So this is a nice way to do that. Another thing is spaces. So this is something nice. Like, suppose you are doing a research on a particular topic, and you're asked multiple, like tens or hundreds of queries on a particular topic. You can basically add those queries in space, and later, like, go to a space and visit those queries once again, instead of you just searching through hundred of queries for a particular topic you had searched before. So this is a handy feature. I'm not gonna lie, this is a really nice feature. So let's see how to create a space. Okay, so I'm gonna create a space on Claude for the time being. A simple space to store Claude search. And oh, you can add emoji. Okay, that's nice. Let's add a robot for the time being. Okay, continue. Now you can just basically store any threads related to Claude over here. So I'm gonna do that because I had asked something here. Okay, add to space, and I will choose the space. So next time I visit spaces, I have this Claude session, which is Claude space, and in that space I will have threads related to the Claude search I did. So it's pretty handy, right? Like, if I'm doing a research on Claude, for example, Claude prompts or whatever about Claude, I can just go to a Claude space and just find that particular thread that I had a query with and just go through the threads. Or I can basically say, hey, summarize these threads for me and create me a doc. Like, possibilities are endless. You can experiment with it basically. So these are spaces. Now I would like you guys to introduce to a specific feature. Let me just show you. It's account preference personalization. Like, it's basic stuff. I'm not going to go that much through it. It's connectors, APIs. I'm not going through these as well because it's out of the scope for this course for the time being. And I would like to give an emphasis on this one. Like, so what task is basically, you can say, you can add a particular task. For example, I want to know about the stock market, or I want to aggregate the latest news about the stock market every day at 6 a.m. You can basically do that. So let's see how that works. Uh, get me. latest news about the stocks. Okay, we schedule it basically at what time of the day you want. So I'm gonna put something like 8 a.m. and you can also choose the sources. Like for the time being, it's web. I will also put it as social, like what people are discussing. Finance, it's finance related. Academic books, and it's not app for the current use case. So no. You can also choose the models. No, it's mode. Sorry, like you can choose the mode. Like, do you want to do a deep research? Do you want to do a search mode? And you can also choose the model. For the time being, I'm gonna put it as best and put a save. So now our task is created, and every day daily at 8 a.m. is it's gonna give me latest news about the stock markets. And you can add any custom task that you want, like it is subjective and basically depending on your use case. So this is my use case and hence this task. So I'm gonna wrap this up by saying like Comet is one of the best browsers out there, hands down, and it's still in beta. And I'm a regular user of Perplexity, and I'm big fan of Comet now. And if this gets even more better, I might reconsider using Chrome or Edge, and I'm not even lying. Like this is out of this world for now, and there is no other browser that matches this level at the moment currently in the market. And currently, let's go to the price section. And currently, Comet is only available for pro users, and I think in the future they're gonna make it free to everyone. That's what being the leaks are. And I'm on the pro plan, and hence I can use Perplexity Comet, but it will be rolled out to everyone in the future. And if you are looking at the pricing for the pro, it's $20, and for max it's $200. In pro you get access to multiple models. You can get access to image generation, research labs, and whatnot. And you in max you can get ultimate access to everything. But for my use case, like pro is better for me. I only have that much use case. So that's it.